be installing the JDMastar Switchback bulbs on my 2017 Honda Accord Sport. Essentially, these replace your turn signals from an amber light to a pure white light. And of course, as the name says, they are switchbacks. So when the turn signals are activated, they actually switch back to amber and then back to pure white when you turn them off. The bulbs feel pretty heavy. It looks like it's very good quality. There's a little bit of plastic. These look like they're aluminum. As you can see, there's the amber LED as well as the white LED, and you also have 4 more here. These claim to be the brightest bulbs on the market, so we're going to put that to the test today, and let's dive right in it and replace them, and I'll show you how they are. So the bulb size is 7440. You can purchase these on Amazon, but I opted to purchase them on the actual JDMastar website because I wanted plug-and-play resistors. I didn't want to sit there and splice cables and stuff. So I actually purchased these plug-and-play resistors, which are required for these because they prevent hyperflashing. And so that's just a heads up. They're kind of hard to find on Amazon, so just a little bit of advice. They're the same price on their website, and it's pretty quick shipping. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to come around to your headlight. You want to follow where the bulb is right here to the back. There's a little tab that you want to disconnect, and then it's a simple twist, and then it comes out. I'm going to have to remove my ballast, I think, because I got big hands, unfortunately, and I don't think I can fit in there with this blocking my way. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll show you guys what comes out. So fortunately, with the ballast removed, I can reach in there, and it's a simple twist that takes off the bulb, and you just have to grab it really tight with your fingers so it doesn't fall, and it comes right out. And here's the housing that you want to connect your resistors to. So here are the bulbs in comparison. I also want to point out that if you ever plan on reusing these halogen bulbs, you do not want to touch them with your fingers because the oils from your hands will actually heat up on the bulb and allow them to burn out faster. LED bulbs doesn't really matter, but here's a comparison. So what I did notice is that these plug-and-play resistors have these 4 little tabs here that do not allow the bulb to come in. I actually had to cut off 3 to get this one connected. It's still pretty secure, but it kind of sucks that you have to do that with a product like this. I prefer not to cut anything, but that's what I had to do to get the bulb in. And so let me show you how I cut these. So what I had to do is I had to get these little pliers right here, and I just kind of shaved them off. And like I said, you only got to do 3 of them, not all 4. But again, that sucks when you're paying for something like this and it doesn't come in as you expected. But with those 4 prongs cut, you can grab your light and you can insert it, and it goes just right in like that. So now we're ready to install them into the housing. So what you got to do is you want to get this housing from Honda, and you want to plug that into right there, and then you want to connect these back together to give it power. Then you want to fish your way in with the light. Not sure if you guys are getting this. Alright, I guess you want to test it first to see if it works. So let's test that real quick.
So essentially what happened in this clip is I had the polarity backwards. With the housing that came with the car and the end of the resistors, you just want to flip those around and you'll get the white light. So again, as you can see, they're working perfectly fine here. I just wanted to include that clip because it's a big possibility that could happen to you, and I was a little puzzled at first, but again, as you can see here, they work perfectly fine and they look pretty good.
Alright, so installation is the reverse of taking it apart. And so you just want to kind of squeeze your hand. And it sucks if you got big hands like me. So you want to fish it through this hole. Just want to fish it through. Look at that. That already looks a lot better than the stock halogen bulb. But let me finish this up and I'll show you guys.
So this step is completely optional. Try not to drop the LED bulb inside the headlight housing because it's a huge pain in the butt to get out. I actually had to remove the front fender and the front bumper in order to get the headlight out. So just take my advice, be very careful guys. It really does suck to get that out.
So I did notice the connection here is a little loose. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up with some electrical tape. Yeah, I had to remove my headlight in order to fish this out. But with the tape, hopefully that will never happen again. So I generously applied some electrical tape and it's pretty tight. I don't think I'll ever have to do that again because that was a process. So let's install them now finally and put all this back together. Alright, everything's back together. I set my HID ballast there, my resistors here. These resistors do get really hot. I accidentally touched one earlier, so take my advice. So I mounted them with zip ties, but I mounted them on the cables, but not too tight, but tight enough for it to hold it. And there is no wiggle room right here, so I'll check up on those periodically. So this side's done. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side, then I'll show you the finished product. So here's a comparison. That's with the JDMastar Switchbacks. And here's with the amber halogen bulb. If we step back, as you can see, the right side is much brighter. It kind of hurts your eyes a little, but I think it looks way cleaner. I'm going to turn off the HIDs real quick. So here's without the headlights on. As you can see, it is much brighter. That's stock. Much cleaner. And this is what the bulb looks like without the lights on. And I think that looks awesome. All black. As compared to this halogen bulb. And finally, here's the finished product. Like I said, these are bright. Honestly, these look like another set of headlights. They might even be a little brighter than my HIDs. I'll show you up against the garage here in a little bit to see how well they light up the garage. And yeah, here's, it's all done. So I don't have a before shot, but as you can see, lights up the garage pretty good. Here's one last final view. Pretty bright. And change the whole look of the car. Thanks for watching.